Yeah, hi, it's 25th of February 2018 at 10:40 a.m. As per usual, I'll just start by saying I'm in the mgtow camp that are individual men doing their own thing. I'm part of that crowd of guys. Yeah, we don't follow any one particular ideology or anything else like that. We're a disparate group, just guys that hang together, support one another, but we're each doing our own thing, and we each respect that of one another. I'm not part of the other crowd of men as a group going the one way. So that's just the way I perceived it when I first started off, and that's the way I remain today. And indeed, those few that hang with me are of the same ilk. You know, we are doing our own thing. We've got our own views, and we respect one another, and that's all there is to it. Okay, so for those of you who have been following me for a while, it's you've probably been forgiven for thinking, where the fuck am I going? And at times I'll say one thing one moment and appear to say another shortly afterwards, and that I can understand that, fully understand, because that's the way it appears to me as well. You see, in many ways I'm no different from you. I'm kind of looking at myself as well, and that's part of, if those of you have seen my video on Let Your Genius Walk Its Wildest Unknown Way, the philosophy or the idea that's proposed by an Australian author called Bryce Courtenay. And he just said, yeah, let your genius walk its wildest unknown path, or unknown way, whatever you like. And it's when I first heard about it, I thought, oh, this is interesting. And I let it go. I tried it. I thought, yeah, so just let go. Okay, that's just let go. And then what happens? It takes years to learn how to do this, or at least some time. It's not something you can do the next day, and it's actually rather frightening, to be honest. But what happens is you just do things, but you observe your own behaviour. You kind of divide yourself in two. You let your genius, whatever's inside you, and we've all got it, just just let it go. And then you, on the outside, have to watch it and then analyse it yourself. When others give up on you, don't give up on yourself, because there'll be method in your madness. You just won't be able to see it for some time. So, but what you have to learn to do is do it very quickly, because people quickly give up on you. They don't give you much time. So, if you ever try it, yeah, you have to learn to move smartly. But if you just follow what everybody else does, you'll create nothing new. You'll just be a follower. You'll be a sheep. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. If you regurgitate what everybody else says, yep, that's what you'll be. Just a follower, and you don't really know who you're following. Yeah, you don't know who originally came up with the idea. You don't really know who came up with all the mgtow views that are espoused in the community. Yeah, they sound right, they sound good, but who actually came up with them? Okay. Yeah, which is my big doubt about the whole thing. Because some of the views seem to be very pro-feminist and all that, like feeding right into feminist hands. So I looked at it and I thought, yeah, I followed it in 2013 when it first happened to me. I felt better for it for a while, and then I drifted away from it. It was offering nothing anymore. I don't know why. I don't understand the psychology behind it. I just drifted away, and came back to it with this sexual harassment, this wave of attacks. Yeah, so to that effect, through all the videos, I've been actually looking at what I've been suggesting, and what I've been talking about, and some of it's, it was dumb. I told you, I don't know what I'm doing, because I don't. I'm doing something. I'm responding to you guys, and I'm getting something from you, but I don't know what it is you're giving me. I don't know what it is you're saying to me. Yeah, I hear all the words and everything, but there's a common denominator, and I couldn't get it until yesterday, or at least I think until yesterday. But it's sort of like there were vids where I put this up, this bar scene. This is an old-fashioned bar, fucking ugly thing it was. I don't have them anymore; they're all gone. Tiled toilets, they call them. So tiles, about 2 metres tall. No carpet on the floor. Everybody throws up and goes, throw a bucket of water over it. It was a men's hangout. And they used to come there after work, in their, like this guy's dressed, with a blue singlet on and workers' gear. And it was for the workers. It was back in the the 40s and 50s and 60s, most males were outdoor labourer type workers, either construction or shearers or whatever they were, but a lot of manual labour. Okay, so they'd come in from work all hot and sweaty, have a few beers, and then go home. And in popular pubs, that was packed shoulder to shoulder almost. A lot of men in there. There'd be 50 in that space. Okay, all talking, and it was a real rumble. Women didn't go in there. It was actually like women don't come in this site. They started coming in. At first the stats were something like 25% were women. Yeah, now it's down to less than 1%. Yeah, they don't come in here, they don't talk in here. They're just like that. They wouldn't go in there either. And then what happened with that is feminists, or what they were called in those days, were women's libbers, women's liberationists, would start chaining themselves to the bar, saying, "We demand to be here," the right to be here. So that was sort of the beginning of when the rot started setting in. I don't know that it actually killed these things, but maybe symbolically, maybe it did put the knife into them, and it's a good thing that they've gone. But it made me wonder what function these things were actually serving, and what purpose, what problem were they solving. And I didn't really know. I didn't go to them. I wasn't involved in them. But they were typically frequented by men after work and before they went home. So I've sort of slowly gotten to thinking, well, in a very simple term, it's a place to relax and just get rid of the pressure for a bit. The boss is on your back all day long. Do work harder. Everybody's work harder. Yep. And then you go home and the wife say, more money. Yeah, work harder. So this was their chance to just have a bit of time out, just fucking forget it. Okay, the stress was off, and that kind of matched what was happening to Captain Bob. He was sort of coming to this channel, and because he was stressed, he still is probably, but in the early really stressed. So he was probably getting that time out as well. Okay, so that sort of gave me a bit of a clue. And then through the course of the past month, I've drawn the analogy of we're going to a bar. This is like a bar, and I was thinking of it in terms of chat. Yeah, like you come to the bar, you say hi, and I'll talk to you. All right, like a barman would, like a bar owner would. Okay, or even if I could talk to you 5 hours later. You come in, you say, leave a message, and I come back and leave a message. So it's like the barman, it came down, you left your message there on the bar, and I wrote to you, all right? So, but that was like a bar. And I kept thinking of it like that, and I thought, it's a weird bar, because it's, I'm not selling any drinks or food or anything else like that. It's a chat bar. So I thought, a chat bar. That made sense, and I sort of went along with that idea for a while. And then, there's a whole lot of other stuff. And I found myself saying, I'm feeding off the comments. And I said it a million times. I'm feeding off your comments. I'm actually drawing food, if you like, from your comments to feed the channel. I'm taking... And I thought, that's actually... And those of you who have been following me, you'd agree. It's why I've said it dozens of times. I'm feeding off your comments. And then I started noticing a peculiar thing. A few guys were writing, it'd start off with a couple of sentences. I'm not doing too well here. And then I'd go, okay, what's happening? What's the matter? And then blah, blah, blah. It got longer and longer. And not everybody, but a few of us started these huge, long comments that you don't see on any other sites. And I was enjoying it because I was getting more and more out of it. All these long comments. And I was like, that'd give me an idea for I could do a video on that. So I was, and look, someone might write 200, 300 words, 400, 500 words. And I might get an idea for 1, 2, 3 videos out of it. See, I was feeding on it. I don't have to sit there, rack my brain, think, what am I going to talk about today? Because it's there. Food. Oh, yum. Give me some food. And slowly, what I started getting to thinking is, okay, so what we're developing here, or for me at least, is a kind of synergy. For example, I put in 100 units of energy, and I get out 200 units of energy. So I've got an energy profit, haven't I? I've got 100 units energy profit. And if I talk in comments, I'll put in another extra 50. So I've got 150 I've invested, I've put in. Okay, I might get 500 out of it. Whoa, profit like buzz. Now that's real energy. That's just, and you've been watching how I'm just getting happier and happier and happier, and I haven't understood why. Okay, and I'm just, whoa, the power that you get from it. It's synergy. And I'm putting in, but I'm drawing out more instantly. Instant profit. I don't have to wait for it. Oh, maybe if somebody has response later on, I might have to wait a few hours. But yeah, positive comments and it's just, there's more to it than that. I mean, it's a part of having a very non-toxic environment. And we're very good on this channel. It's not a lot of us, but sometimes there are differing views and that sort of thing. And we're managing, so far anyway, to no fights, no arguments. We're finding a way to say, no, just calm it down. And I keep saying, think about your comments before you make them. Don't shoot from the hip, for God's sake, because sometimes people will say things that they don't mean any harm by, but you take it the wrong way. And that can happen. So if, what we try to do, what I try to do, or what I do, I don't try, I think, okay, now I turn this around that way, and come back with a very positive comment. That way, the recipient of my comment and myself both get a profit out of it, because we both get this, and we put in this 100 units and immediately pull out 200 units. Profit, profit, profit. And that energy goes into your life, getting by each day. Like with Captain Bob, it's probably helping keeping him afloat. He keeps saying to me, for some reason, believe it or not, I get value out of your videos. Yeah, well, in part, that value may be coming because I tend, give food for thought. I tend to make things that make you think, that you can feed on, your brain can feed on. It's food for thought. I mean, it's not just a saying, it's like food. It's like, it gives you energy. Okay? Food for thought. So you think about it. And then you pour some more energy into the contents, and I respond, and we're getting even more energy out of it. So in Captain Bob's situation, like currently going through it, it's a way to help him. He's not pouring an energy drink into him, or Coke or alcohol or anything. No, it's mental energy. From this synergy that we're very carefully developing in the comments. Okay, so yes, he's right. In part, I'm probably giving a bit of food for thought. Okay, but a big part of it is it's also the comments. All right, so it's our interaction. Like these guys, that would have been have a couple of beers and they just talk to one another. Okay, they didn't just stand there, have one drink and go home. No, that blah 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 blah, and they would have all been very careful not to upset one another, because I think what was happening is they just wanted a bit of time out. They'd just been with the boss. Okay, and they were about to go home for another boss. They just wanted a bit of time, and they didn't want anybody being a dickhead, smart ass, fucking them around in any way. They just have a chat. All right, just relax, bit of time out, have a beer or two, and go home. All right, bit of a breather, recharge if you like, recharge the batteries before they went home and did it, again. Now that's what I'm seeing this channel as. In fact, I'm starting to see it as a cyber synergy bar. It's just where you can come, you put in, okay, but instantly take out. I mean, it's just brilliant. Now I suspect, okay, I've been talking about introducing women, and like I'm pushing the envelope. Okay, I know I'm in the public bar. I'm saying let's not let them wait until they want to fucking chain themselves to the bar. Let's bring them in. Let's introduce them. Yep, no, I've drawn flack, pissed people off, that's all. Can't blame you. Yep, not going to walk away from that. But I'm actually pushing the envelope to find out what the fuck it is that's going on here. And I've noticed, I asked Manny to start off with. She didn't even open her mouth in here. She wasn't even game to walk in the front door. Okay, she just, I set her up and helped her out. No, fuck that, I'm gone. Right, too scary. That's what she was doing. She's like, she took a look in the front door and, oh, no, it's too bad in there. I mean, there's only a few of us, only a handful of us, but it scared her, okay? Okay, AB. I'll have a go. And she came in and she said, hello. I think she said hello to Kurt. And Kurt gave a curt reply. Hello, Marilyn. I thought, gee, that's unusual, because Kurt's pretty chirpy, pretty chatty. That's unusual. Okay. Then she said hello to Captain Bob. No reply at all. Oh, yeah, fair enough. I mean, I'm used to Marilyn. I know what she's like. Yeah, and I've told her, yeah, she's after money. Yep. So there's that. That's part of it. But then I started thinking about it. I thought, what do you do with hello? Okay, what if you're in a position where you've got an energy deficit, like say Captain Bob, like he's fucking struggling to keep going. Okay, and he's, he needs every ounce of fucking energy, mental energy, to just get up in the morning, and then someone says hello to him. So that means he's got to draw from his resources and try and make conversation. And I'd say, I could be wrong, but I'm saying he's in no fucking mood to do so. Now I suspect Kurt's in the same position actually, for another reason. And so I got to thinking about it. And it was actually after a conversation I had with Kurt yesterday, and after that funny fucking story that he told me. I thought that was so funny. And I had to fix a puncture on my bike, and I was fixing it, and I thought, what the fuck is it that I can provide, that I need, and these guys want? And I'm only really talking to wounded mgtow, guys that have been through the mill. Guys like Captain Bob, guys like Kurt, Dinosaur Rocks, he hasn't told me, but he would have been. Josh the cat over in Cape Town. Okay? And Jazz told me. Jazz says, they just always leave me emotionally and financially drained. And I could feel the anger in his voice. But I asked him, I said, what are you focusing on? He didn't answer. And I've got all this information. I'm not talking about some third party idea about mgtow or something. No, I'm talking about to you guys about what you're talking about. And that's where I'm drawing my information, or my inspiration, if you like. Okay. So I got to thinking, as I was fixing my bike, it just hit me. Yeah, they want energy. Strength. I started off with, they want strength. But in reality, I thought, no, they want fucking energy. And I thought about it. I thought, well, Captain Bob clearly needs energy. He needs as much as he can get his hands on. On top of that, it's freezing up there, minus 26 degrees Celsius. He needs all the energy he can get. Okay. Kurt has got 3 women. He needs all the energy he can get. And they wouldn't be cheap. Okay, so he's got to, you get up every fucking day and go to work for him. Yeah, he probably enjoys his work, but there's pressure on it. He's got to keep them all happy. Okay, I need the energy because I'm doing 3 videos a day, for fuck's sake. I've got no idea what I'm doing. And it's bloody awkward getting up here and telling the whole world that, I've got absolutely no idea what I'm doing. Yeah, so I need as much mental energy to keep going, even to make it, a 10-minute talk. I need a lot of mental energy to do that. I'm not going to get it from, a bowl of food or a drink of some kind. No, it's mental energy. And so where do I source it? Where do I get it from? And as time's been going on, I've been realising, Jesus, I'm powering on. And I was even saying, maybe you guys should do this because it feels really fucking good. I honestly haven't felt this good since I was a teenager. And I don't even think I felt this good when I was a teenager. I'm 61, for fuck's sake. I should be winding down, into the road, sleepy while, golden years they call it, don't they? I feel fucking great. And I'm just powering up. And I got to thinking, we're creating a synergy bar. Jazz and Kurt were about to have a bing up at one point. And I said to Jazz, what have we got to do to stop this? And he did. He smoothed it over, calmed it over. Not a word was said, nothing. Just like what happened in this. Because the guys don't want to fucking fight, okay? They just want to go there and have a beer. It was the same thing. And it didn't, the energy levels didn't even blip. We cruised right over that speed up. at 100 miles an hour. And yeah, Jazz and Kurt don't see eye to eye on a lot of things. But then again, they don't know one another. So, if we just be patient with one another, this is the beauty of this asynchronous communication. If you hear something you don't like, you've got time to turn it around, put it in a different light, or don't make a comment at all, but better to put a comment in and try and think, in a nice positive way. And the guy might say, gee, I'll tell you what, for a guy who disagrees with me, he comes across well. And that thinks that's better, so I'll try harder. And then everybody fucking pumps in energy. But what I was talking about, introducing women, and what they're going to have to learn is, no, we're not going to just put it with, hi, how are you? Now it's your turn to feed me with, because I can't think of anything to say to you. So you have to say, and I've got this pussy and ass and tits, that you want, don't you? Because we don't fucking want it in here, right? We've had enough of pussy. You can get more pussy, tits and ass than you can poke a stick at. We don't want that anymore. The guys that follow me, we're not interested. Yeah, we have it when it's around, but we're not chasing it. We're not PUA, we're not that sort, okay? So when a woman walks in the door, and uses the same, I look at it this way, it's like they're coming in, they're making a withdrawal. They just want to make a withdrawal without putting a deposit in. So that, it's like going to an ATM and saying, I don't have an account here, I've opened an account, I haven't put any money in, I want to take out $100. Yeah, I suppose you could borrow it with, 0% interest or something, but fuck it. We don't want to work that way anymore. Well, I don't. No, if you just come in and say, I want $50, or hello, or anything, no, you get ignored. That's actually what happened to Marilyn. She got ignored. And good on you. Because she hasn't, it gave me, thank God you did ignore her actually, because it really made me think. And come up with this idea that, the problem that us mgtow have got, particularly that, after the event, after we're wounded, we need the energy. Okay, and that's what women have been stealing from us. When she takes your house, she's not taking your house, she's taking all the fucking energy you put into getting it, and all the energy you've now got to go and put into getting another one. Okay. The kids are sort of a slightly different situation, but if you look at property, it's taking your energy. It's doing everything, and if you think back on it, that's what they do. They're stealing, they're energy sappers. They're stealing your energy. And that's what I think of Dinosaur Rocks, and don't trust him. And I can't blame him. He's retired. Okay, that's it. It's not like he's got the. Well, I assume he's retired. I think he said he was retired. It's not like he's got a huge amount of energy to start over. Joss the cat could be in the same situation. Bob is Captain Bob is young enough, but he's just not in that situation at the moment. Kurt, we just don't have the energy. We just don't have that surplus. If we're 25, we're earning. Yep, we probably have surplus energy. Okay, but the guys that are here, we just don't have the spare energy to give. So when women, and if they come here, they will actually have to do what we do, pour in energy. Whether we buy them a cup of coffee or not is irrelevant. They'll have to pour in energy, because it's like a bank. Okay, it's where you make deposits and you'll get withdrawals. And if you deal with 2 or 3 people, you get fucking huge returns, because you get huge synergy. Trust me, it happens. And if you pump, and you're just high fellow, well met, and you might not actually feel it when you first start, but you just do it, and then it bounces back. But that's what we get in this place. And if you want to go and fight and squabble and do it, go somewhere else. But here, it's a synergy bar, okay? And what we do is we pump in and we immediately draw back heaps, and that gives us energy to go harder at work, come up with better ideas, get through difficult situations, because that's what I want. And I always wanted. I wanted energy. And I never actually got to putting it in those terms. That's what I wanted. But that's what I wanted. Energy. That's what I needed. Looking back on it, of course that's what I needed. Fucking energy. And this is what happens with, when you let your genius walk its wildest unknown way. You come up with ideas that are so fucking logical, you think, why didn't I see that in the first place? Of course that's what they want. Energy. They don't want compassion. They don't want anything else. They might want all of that. But, what they really want is energy, and they don't want energy sappers. And they've got to be able to guard against it and say in a clear way, no, you're sapping my energy. You know, if you want to, Marilyn, if you want to write a few sentences, I've got something to feed on, I might talk to you. You know, tell me about your, I don't know, your neighbours. Whinge or complain about something. You know, give me something to feed on. But hello is nothing to feed on. If there's nothing there, what do you say with hello? It means I've got to feed you. And I've got to feed the conversation. So fuck it. If you want to enjoy this environment and get something out of it, maybe get someone to buy you a cup of coffee, then yeah, put something into it, deposit into it, and build the synergy, and then you can withdraw. But don't just come in, you know, like an ATM. You know, give me some money. You know, make me happy. Do this for me. Do that, because we don't fucking want to. You know, we're struggling ourselves. We just don't have the energy ourselves. We want to build our own energy. Quite happy if you want to build your energy and help us build ours. Not a problem. But don't come in and just steal our energy. Okay? We're not interested in tits and pussies and shit. Okay? What we need is energy. That's what we're doing here. We're here for energy. If you want to contribute to it, or at least don't steal it, okay, yeah, you're more than welcome, and you could probably do well in here. But that's what we've created. That's our invention, if you like. It's a synergy bar, a cyberspace synergy bar for mgtow. Anyway, I'll talk to you all later. Bye.